How's it going, everybody? It's OC Busman here, and I'm back with another edition of going over OC Bus schedule change. And I've done this the last couple of times. This time I'm going to be doing the schedule change that'll be happening on February 14th, so that will be on Valentines Day, this Sunday. So as you know, if you've been riding OC Bus, watching my channel, ever since last June, we've been running on a Saturday schedule for most routes. I think all routes, a couple of routes are still discontinued. So for the February schedule change, it's still going to be the same. There's only a couple of minor changes that I'm going to be going over. It's only only affecting a couple of routes, but it's not much compared to what happened in June when it went from being a Sunday schedule to a Saturday schedule, while also restoring bus routes. So, I was hoping that there would be more service being added, but because of the recent surge in cases that happened over the holidays, that caused ridership to go down a little bit more, and although the Saturday schedule remained, but because of that, ridership has been dropping, and as a result, there's been a lot of demand for more buses, but it's still going to be on the Saturday schedule for now. But as of the last month or so, since the vaccine ever came out, more people are getting vaccinated, so there could be a chance you might see an increase in service, probably in late spring or so. It depends on if more people are going back to school and more places open up, offices go back to in person. But until then, we're still going to have our Saturday schedule. So it's going to be a modified Saturday schedule. Weekday service on limited routes, mainly the weekday only routes. Regular Sundays and holiday service on those days. A couple routes are still suspended, and there's riding guidelines that you have to know. So, one thing I have to go over is, as of last week, new health orders from the CDC. They're requiring people to wear a face mask when you're on public transit, or if you're on a train, or on a bus, or on a plane. I know face masks have been required since last May on the OC bus, but it's now the new norm for pretty much all agencies across the nation. So make sure to wear those masks, or else you're going to face a fine. I'm not sure how much it is, but I think it might be a couple of $100. So please make sure to wear those masks. So make sure, in addition, follow all of the guidelines, staying 6 feet, other passengers. Maybe try to keep a row from other passengers. And also a reminder that front door boarding is already implemented, so you also have to make sure you have your fare ready when you board. So the only minor changes that have been happening for this schedule is there's minor changes on routes 1, 29, 59, 60, 66, 70, 129, 453, 472, 473, 480, and 862. Now, some of the biggest changes will be on Route 66 and 89 and 70, although I think it only has to do with routing. As for the 66, let me show it to you in the bus book. I have it right here. As you can see, here's the cover for the e-bus book. You can find it online. And here's the page about the schedule update. Keep in mind, you can also find this on you can find this page on pretty much every bus stop around Orange County. Ever since the June service change, you've been putting flyers pretty much every bus stop reminding people of schedule. So let's go to changes that are happening. Let's start with the 66. Here we go. So for 66, here we go. So for 66, here we go. So as you can see here, there's no longer a detour ever since they finished the bridge here on McFadden Avenue. This has been the previous route. Previously, the 66 would go down on Gothard, make a left on Edinger, then make a left on Beach, and then continue on the McFadden. And then, so since that bridge is completed, it's no longer on detour. So, but unfortunately, there's another route that's now on detour, and this is the neighboring route to 6670. You can probably see here. You can see right here, there's a detour on Edinger, right between Beach and Newland Street. So you can see, if you watch one of my videos from last November, I think it was 5590. So if anyone saw that video, you'll notice that there's a detour. So here's the detour in more detail. So if you're heading eastbound, you're gonna make a right on Beach, then left on Ohio, and then left on Newland, and then back to Edinger on the regular route. And then similarly, for heading westbound, you make a left on Newland, right on Ohio, right on Beach, and then left on Edinger and back to the regular route. And also, because of the detour, some of the times on the timetable have been adjusted to keep up with the detour. And then the third one I'm going to talk about is the 89. So the 89, the detour doesn't really show up here on the map, but there was a detour on the 89 construction. It's back to its regular route now. And I want to talk about some of the changes on the 400 routes. Let's look at right here. Okay, so for the 453, actually last November, for the 453, they ended up cutting one of the trips right here. I think it was around 720 or so. I think they cut the trip because of the Metrolink schedule changing, and I know a couple of the other 400 routes are affected. I don't really have specific details about it, so I'm not really gonna show it that much. 463 is about the same. And I know the 480 had one of its strips cut as well. Yeah, I think one of the morning trips on the 480 got cut. There used to be 2 trips during the 7 a.m. hour, but it's now just 1. And with that, I think that's all I gotta show you for the OC bus schedule. So until then, this has been OC Bus Fan with another schedule review. Like I said, it's still gonna be a Saturday schedule for the foreseeable future, although that might change if more people get vaccinated and there's less cases happening. So, but we'll have to stay tuned for that. Until then, I hope you enjoy your day and stay tuned for more videos on my channel coming soon. Have a great day.